What is up, Jays, and happy Monday. I'm Grace Halter, and we're back with another broadcast.
And I'm Blair Baymiller. I hope you all are having a great day.
We have a fabulous show planned for you all, starting with a top story from Angeline Stowers over the big election happening tomorrow.
Angeline has all the details regarding the election. Next, we will have a sports report from Charlie with an interview from Megan.
And an update on how our cross-country runners did at state. And last but not least, we have some announcements revolving the blood drive, the Little Mermaid teaser performance, and other events, so stay tuned.
As always, sit back, relax, and enjoy our show.
Because this is KLHS. As many of you may know, the midterm election is happening tomorrow. November 8th is the day. So be prepared to vote and make the best decision for yourself. Angeline has more on this topic.
What is up, Jays? It's Monday, and anticipation of 2022 midterms are rising as the big election is tomorrow, which is Tuesday, November 8th, and here's what at play. According to AP Newsroom, Democrats have held both chambers of the Congress for the past 2 years, but it has been predicted that Republicans are favored to win the November 8th midterm, which will cause a flip in the House. Now, what will that mean for Biden? Democratic priorities like access to abortion, addressing climate change, and stricter gun control would immediately be sidelined. And most, if not all, of President Joe Biden's agenda would be officially dead for the final 2 years of his term. But he will obviously still be an important role, and nothing becomes a law without him. Moving on, what is the Missouri ballot? The big topics include Amendment 1, addressing how the Missouri state treasurers invest taxpayers' money, Amendment 3, which will allow for the legalization of recreational marijuana, Amendment 4, which is funding of the police, and Amendment 5 over National Guard control, and more. But those are the highlighted topics of interest. To all my legal adults and registered voters here at LHS, it is important to do your research, as every vote matters. This is all I have for you today. For KLHS, this has been Angeline Stars. Stay safe, Jays.
Thank you so much, Angeline, for the information. I can't wait to see how the election turns out. Now, let's go back to Grace with some announcements for today.
Thank you, Blair. Seniors, this announcement is for you. There are over 200 seniors who have not turned in your cap and gown order form. Jostens will be here Friday during lunch periods to accept your orders, or you can use the online ordering link. Please make sure your height and weight are on the order form and bring your $60 deposit. If you have placed an online order, you can also pick your Jostens gear up on Friday. Next, there is a blood drive this Wednesday, November 9th in the Coakley Gym. Be sure to sign up from 7 a.m. to 1 p.m. to help save a life. Everyone is welcome and very appreciated. Next, join leadership in helping contribute to the world's greatest day of giving, November 29th. If you're willing to give to those in need each Tuesday in November, beginning this week, November 8th, we're asking for specific items to be donated. These items will be collected in room 209, also known as Ms. Geiser's room. Then the items will be donated to charitable organizations in our community. This week's donation item is coats and winter gear. Starting tomorrow, there will be a teaser performance for the high school during 7th hour. If you'd like to bring your class to this preview, please sign up. Once all the seats are full, the form will close, so sign up as soon as you can and don't miss out on Little Mermaid. Lastly, all staff members are invited to attend the preview night for free on Tuesday, November 8th at 7 p.m. For any of the public performances, November 9th through the 12th, staff members must purchase tickets for $5. The house opens at 6:30 p.m. and the performances will start at 7 p.m.
Wow, that was a lot of good information. I can't wait to see The Little Mermaid and donate blood on Wednesday in support of the people in need. Lots of important things going on.
Look at you saving lives, Blair. And I'm intrigued to see how our sports teams did, especially since cross country ran this past weekend.
That's right, Grace. The cross-country team went to state this past weekend, and we had some pretty great success. The cross-country team has been training for months to get to this point. Let's go to Charlie with an interview from Megan to see more about how it went.
What happened over the weekend in terms of Liberty sports. The biggest event that we want to talk about was our cross-country team who had their state tournament this weekend down in Columbia. The day started with the girls team who raced at 9 a.m. The Lady Jays would be extremely impressive, placing 7th in the state and having 5 Jays placing in the top 90 and 2 of them getting in the top 60. Those 2 were Ella Brown, who placed 32nd and ran the race in 19 minutes and 38 seconds, and Britta Faust, who got 59th with her time being 20 minutes and 16 seconds. Let's go to KLHS's Meg Gifford, who had the chance to sit down with Britta and find out how her last state meet went.
So the preparation leading up to state, it was really a time-consuming thing. So we went through a few of our meets and we did really well, but then it got time for postseason meets, which are very crucial because you have to qualify and everything. So at conference, our team took 2nd place, which was really good, and we were really happy with that. So then the following week we had districts. So for districts, you have to be in the top 4 teams and to qualify to state. So we placed 3rd, which was super exciting as a team because we got to take our whole team to state, not just a few individuals. So at state, it was definitely a whirlwind of emotions for me because I'm a senior, so it being my last time competing at that meet, it was really super emotional. And so leading up to state, I tried to kind of push off those emotions and just kind of focus on the race. And when I crossed the finish line, I just started bawling because it was my last time with that group of girls, and it was definitely a special team this year. We're like sisters. It's like a bond like no other, and those relationships mean a lot to me. And my coaches and my family, it was all there, so it was definitely emotional. But I'm looking forward to track season because it's the same group of girls, and yeah.
Thank you, Megan. And shortly after the girls team finished, the boys team would start their race. The guys would also do great, finishing 8th at state. The top finishers for Liberty were the usual 2, Miles Thornburg and Peyton Wilbanks. Miles would finish in the top 10, or in the 10th overall spot with a time of 15 minutes and 55 seconds. And then Peyton would finish just 3 spots behind him in 13th place with a time of 15 minutes and 56 seconds. Overall, 2 top 8 finishes for our cross-country team, so a great weekend. And if you want to see how any other runners at Liberty did, go to @JaysXC on Twitter and click on the link, which will show you all the results for any runner who raced over the weekend. Last week, we had 4 athletes on Liberty's volleyball team get named First Team All-Conference and First Team All-District. Those 4 athletes were Aisha Iona, Ashley Mullen, Brooklyn Young, and Abigail Mullen. Also for Liberty, the Jays had 2 other athletes receive second team all-district honors, those being Jocelyn Renfro and Macy Bartlett. This just shows how talented our volleyball team here at Liberty is this year. Keeping with the theme of our awards, our tennis team also had 3 athletes receive first team all-conference honors, those being Melina Thomas, Rebecca Squadrone, and Sydney Chambers. This just adds to the great season that they already put together in going to state. That is all the sports I have for you guys today. This has been Charlie Marshall signing off from KLHS.
Thank you so much, Charlie, for that sports insight, and thanks to Megan for that interview.
And thank you, Angeline, for the top story, and the rest of our amazing production crew.
Now, today's show is sadly coming to an end, but before we go, please stand for the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
For KLHS, I'm Grace Halter.
And I'm Blair Bay Miller.
Have a great Monday, Jays.